Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. We're working on a project called Relight.
Relight is a Reformed theology and Bible study app. We've been working on it for about 8 months.
Feels like longer. Well, we've been working on it for longer, but it's been released for 8 months.
Yep, and we've just been working on it in our free time, releasing features when they're ready and getting feedback. And now we finally feel like we're at a place where Relight is truly an app for studying both the Bible and Reformed theology.
You can study theology through things like confessions and catechisms. You can study the Bible through things like commentaries and cross-references. Everything starts with C. We do want to release systematic theologies and church histories. Oh, that's a C again. Anyway, so you can study theology, you can study the Bible, you can also switch back and forth between them in a way that I think is pretty unique. I don't think there's any apps trying to do what we're trying to do. But anyway, enough of this talking head thing. You came here to learn about the app, so Sarah is going to show you the app. Take it away.
I was looking at my phone. I brought the phone up during that.
Take it away.
So first, I wanted to show you some basic features you can use while reading the Bible, and then I'll show you how they work in other resources too. So let's start with Romans 3. Most abbreviations work here too, so you could type in ROM space 3, or even no space, or even RM3 with no space, and it'll take you to Romans 3. Another handy thing to do on mobile when it's kind of a pain to reach that colon is just type in RM space 3 space 12. That will also take you to Romans 3:12. The light bulb icon reveals all the information that we have on that verse. The first thing you'll see is cross-references, which you can click on, and then you can click on them individually. They will expand in line. And with some verses, you'll see translation notes from the KJV Bible, and there are more translations coming. Then we also have John Calvin's commentaries, as well as the Geneva Bible Notes, which we like to say is the closest thing to the John Calvin Study Bible that exists. Then there's this section called References to this verse. This is basically everywhere this verse is talked about in all of our other resources, including where the catechisms and confessions talk about it. By the way, any Bible verses mentioned here can also be clicked on, and those will expand in line as well. And each of these also comes with a link to view each one in context. You can also share the resource you're reading with a friend. There, under the light bulb icon, you can share the verse itself, and it will be copied directly to your clipboard. Or, when you click on, say, John Calvin's commentaries, a share button appears there as well. And then you'll see here when the person receives this link, it will take them directly to John Calvin's commentaries on Romans 3:23. Rather than using the Omni Bar to navigate, you can also navigate to resources from our homepage under the Browse Our Library section. You'll see we have a whole list of resources here, as well as some of those that are coming soon, like various Baptist documents, the Three Forms of Unity, more commentaries, and eventually systematic theologies and church histories. Let me show you one of these landing pages, let's say for the Westminster Confession of Faith. There are 2 ways to navigate. One is by the Omni Bar here up front as usual. If you know exactly where you want to go in this document, you can type in WCF 13. It doesn't need to be capitalized either, so WCF 12 works just fine. But if you don't know what exactly you're looking for, you can also scroll down and browse the chapters as well as what topics those chapters cover. In a catechism or confession, there are 2 ways to look at the scripture proofs. One is to click on that trusty light bulb icon and each of the references expand in line. Or you can actually click on the footnote itself, and the footnotes expand right under where the footnote occurs. You can share catechism questions and confession articles as well. So let's go to Westminster Shorter Catechism 12. When you click on the light bulb icon, a little sharing button appears. You click on it and it copies it to your clipboard. And when you share this, the person receiving it will paste it into their URL bar. They will be taken right to the Shorter Catechism question 12. You can also use our Omni Bar to search. And not only search the Bible, but search all of our resources. So let's search for the word righteousness. The word-for-word results are highlighted in yellow. And you'll see here the shorter catechism is the first thing that pops up. But let's say we want to find where righteousness is mentioned only in the Bible. I can filter by resource. You can also filter by book of the Bible. So say you want to know where the book of Romans mentions the word righteousness. You can just filter by Romans. So there you have a very quick overview of the app and how it can be used to study the Bible and theology. We've got a lot of resources coming, so check back frequently. And you can also follow us on social media or sign up for our newsletter or both to stay up to date. But most importantly, the app is free, so we'd love it if you'd use it. Let us know what you think about it, and please share it with your friends.